Welcome to a new episode of How Do You Hot Rod. On this one, I sit down with Brian Anderson and his son Logan to talk about the local automotive scene and what got them into cars. I hope you enjoy this episode and check out the other ones on POWERTube TV, and also find more episodes on YouTube. Hey folks, welcome to a new episode of How Do You Hot Rod. Now, there's a few people I've been wanting to interview for a while in the car community around Spokane, and well, this is one of them. Brian, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Randy?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me up today.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
So
this has been in the works for a couple of years. I just never made time or had time, and we'd shuffle in times back and forth. So this is good.
Yeah, and you're a pretty busy guy.
I have things going on. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff moving around.
Where did your love for automotive stuff come from, the hot rodding and everything? Where'd that come out of? Yeah.
My dad was a big car guy. He still is. My earliest memories, you know, when we're small, when you're 4, 5, 6 years old, you don't remember everything with detail.
Yeah.
You don't. But every time I remember something, there was a car there.
Okay.
Cars. That's all there ever was.
Yeah.
There was parts. There was cars coming and going. You'd sell one to get to the next one. It was something that was inset in me before I even knew it was going to happen.
Wow.
And unfortunately, I put it into the third generation now with my son Logan. So,
and he'll be here in just a little bit, right?
He should be here in a minute. Yeah, he's just getting home from work. He's super good kid, super responsible. He's kind of a sloppy, kind of a mechanic guy, but he's got his hands on a lot of stuff, and he knows more than probably 90% of people twice his age. He's really sharp. He knows a lot of stuff. So it's kind of cool to see the generational thing come from my dad.
Yeah.
I'm going to blame him for it, and my son's going to blame me for his. But it's a generational thing, you know. It's something that we all kind of fall into, and sometimes it sticks, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But it stuck 3 times. Yeah, all 3 of us are pretty diehard. Yeah, and if I'm not looking at cars for sale, I'm looking at cars to sell. I'm looking at parts. It's constant cars, you know. Yep. And Logan's doing the same thing, and my dad still does. This actual car, my grandfather, my dad's dad, bought brand new in '65.
Oh yeah.
It's went through a few changes. This is the most modern change of it with the blower motor and stuff. My dad hates it, by the way. But this is the funnest version of this car. But yeah, I've had this car. My dad gave it to me, I think 30 years ago now, and I painted the car, tore it apart, painted the car, and rebuilt the number matching motor for it, which is sitting around the corner. And after driving it for a while, it's went through wheel changes and height adjustments, and now this, and
just keeps evolving.
Grandpa wouldn't like it where it's at now. Dad doesn't like it too much, but Logan and I love it. It's a lot of fun to drive, and it's still a family heirloom, and the kids are already fighting for it. When I stop breathing, they're already fighting to figure out who's going to get it.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's stuff everywhere. I've been hoarding parts for 40 years, and every time I get a deal on something or think I need something, I buy it, or I'll trade into it, and I'll hang on the wall, and then someday I'll get to it.
Yeah. Are you more of a Chevy guy?
Ford, Chevy guy, early Ford guy. Okay. I think I had at one point I had like 12 64 Fairlanes.
Wow.
The 64 Fairlanes and 67 Fairlanes are kind of my 2 soft spots for Fords. Pre 40 or after post 48 stuff. But yeah, as far as Fords goes, I get the scratchies when I hit Mopar stuff. I kind of get, I like them, and I understand them and I appreciate them, but it's not my wheelhouse. Yeah. It's always been a Chevy Ford kind of guy. Yeah, the 66 Impala sitting behind here, which you can't see, is my son Logan's car. We bought that when he was 14 for his first car, and fortunately he still has it, and he's done a ton of work to make it a car. And he's got a BMW sitting over there with an LS motor in it. That's his next project, little drift car project. So we're kind of all over the board a little bit.
We also have Brian's son Logan here with us, who's also, I mean, you're into cars up to your sunglasses or your glasses there, aren't you? So good to see you.
Good to see you.
So, well, tell me what you got going on with cars.
I've got a couple projects going on. I've got my 66 Impala that I've had. It was my first car. Last winter, I did a motor change and put a 4-speed in the car, finished the interior. I got plans probably later this spring to do another motor change in it.
Okay.
Do something a little bit funner to beat on. I'm pretty hard on my stuff, and I break my cars quite a bit, but it's fun to work on them and wrench on them.
You got to learn how to fix them, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
That's the best way to do it.
You find the next weak spot.
Yep.
And then when you get that built and something else breaks, you just keep moving down the line.
Yep.
Yep. Pretty soon it won't even look the same, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And then I got a couple drift cars now. I've got my black E36 BMW.
Okay.
Last summer, took it to a couple drift events, and it did good. And kind of just fell in love with it. Kind of just fell in my lap, and it was fun last summer. So a couple days ago, I bought an LS swapped E36, same car.
Project car that you got to finish.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's got an LS and a T56. It's got a Holley Terminator system on it. But I got to finish some wiring, need a drive line, and just a bunch of small button-up stuff. But
Okay.
that should be fun this summer to beat on, too. So.
Nice. And you do help your dad with some of the events and projects that he gets working with, right?
I try my best, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for all the events we do, he's, like I said, he grew into this, and he'll probably hate me for it later, but yeah, he's a huge help with the Speed and Custom. He's a huge help with the swap meet, and just as good of help at the gathering, at the Northwest Gathering. Yeah, it's none of these things happen without support and without the pieces put together to make them all happen. So yeah, he's a huge help all the way around.
Well, and then what else we got going on here?
And I did, because I got nothing else to do. We do the April show at Spokane Speed and Custom Show. We do the big swap meet in July, the 55 years this year. We do the Great Northwest Gathering in August, which is now in its 4th year. And because I've got nothing else to do, I added kind of an event this year that I just kind of tying everything together and making it work, but I think it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I'm just figuring out and tying up the details, but we're going to do a kind of a nostalgia vintage drag race and swap meet out at Calliope Raceway Park here in Spokane.
Nice.
It'll be a 1-day deal for public to come in, but it's going to be, it won't be like going to Friday Night Drags or going to the Street Outlaws or it's total old school. We're going to have anything from early Model Ts but it's a pre-72 cutoff. So with early Model Ts to Camaros to Chevy trucks and hot
front
rods
engine
and stuff. And it's more of a grudge match kind of racing kind of thing, and kind of early old school kind of stuff. And no LS, no turbos. I know they're faster, but we want to do old school stuff.
Cool.
Carburetors and 4-speeds and just old school stuff.
Oh yeah. Now, on that note, did you guys have a front engine dragster recently? I saw.
We still do. Yeah.
Still do. And you've actually driven it.
Yeah. Yep.
To say at your age that you've not only, you know what a front engine dragster is, that you've driven it, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that, how that felt with that engine sitting there, and I know you feel the whole thing.
It's an adrenaline rush, honestly. It goes by so quick. You get out of the car, and it's kind of just like, what happened? Like, it's crazy. It's really cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have those tires right next to you.
It's an addiction, yeah.
Cool. Well, and so that'll be coming up in the summer here. I'm assuming probably June, July, August, somewhere in there.
Yeah, we'll have the dragster out for the May show, for the May swap meet and drag races there, and that shows all. And like I said, I'm still tying parts together for that thing for May, and that's called the Shafters Timing Association drag race and swap meets.
Okay.
Swap meet. But I have a few nitro cars that are going to come out, and I have a few nitro guys here in town that are going to try to qualify for their licensing for nitro cars.
Nice.
So we'll have a few test hits for nitro cars to make, we'll hold off and pause and let them make a couple test hits. And then I have a couple altereds out of, I just learned about it the other day, out of Post Falls.
Okay.
He's got an altered a T Turtleback Roadster, and he's got an altered Bantam. And he's looking about and they're both nitro cars.
Wow.
So we'll have a couple kind of exhibition runs, with some nitro stuff mixed in with some old school junk like this.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so it should be fun. And we got a swap meet, so that should be good too.
Well, tell you what, you guys have some rigs here that I want to see. How about we go check them out?
Let's do it.
All right.
Logan will show you around.
Here we go.
Early 90s. I've always wanted to duplicate that car. That car actually, the actual real car, at Balin's Raceway, took a turn and they actually cut a hole in the slick, and the car barrel rolled like 6 times. Car's junk, gone, no more car. And driver didn't get hurt. Everything was good, but the other car, the Jerry Moreland car, the 40 Ford sedan, is still around. In fact, a friend of mine owns it over in Seattle. And of the two, they were the two heavy hitters for the world's fastest street rod back in about 84 or 5. This one obviously had a bad demise. But of the two, I always like this one better because it just looks pissed off. It looks like it wants to go. So I started this. I bought this car 35 years ago probably, and set it on the chassis, and I had a guy bugging me about it so bad, and I went through a divorce, which doesn't matter, but went through a time change in life where he was bugging me about it, wanted to buy it, so I sold it to him. And I ran into him last year. I'm like, hey, what'd you ever do with that car? I've never seen anything of it. What happened to it? He's like, it's right where I put it when I got it from you. If you want it back, I'll sell it to you back. I'm never going to get to it. So I bought it back. So I've been collecting parts for it now for about a year and a plan and stuff, but that's where we're going. I'm hoping by next year it looks kind of like that next year. So that Jack Robinson's, this was a 46, this is a 47, but you can't tell the difference in them.
Okay, so this is my 98 BMW E36. Was a marketplace find, and I actually bought it from a close buddy of mine. His intentions for it was a drift car. My intentions of it were the exact same. Haven't really done much to it besides flame paint job and a couple maintenance things that needed, water pump and oil changes here and there, put some wheels on it, and I actually did a front angle kit on it to get some more steer angle out of it for my drift events. I've got a welded diff in it, but other than that, it's pretty much just a stock beater drift car. Nothing too crazy.
You can see.
All right, this is my second E36 drift car. Bought it from a family friend of mine. He's starting a family and just kind of lost interest in the car, so I picked it up from him, and I figured I might as well finish his project. It's got Willwood brakes on it, LS, it's a 5.3, T56, 6-speed tranny, Holley Terminator system with a MSD standalone. Should be fun.
So how far away are you from it running and driving and everything?
It runs right now. To be able to drive it, I gotta plumb the cooling system. I gotta put a driveline in it. I actually have to get a driveline made because obviously this motor and training never came in the car. So I gotta get a driveline cut and made. Couple wiring bits here and there, and I gotta bleed the brakes, and it should be ready to go.
Cool. Now, what events do you do with the drifting?
So with the drifting, Gillespie actually did a couple events last summer, so I went there on their road course, and it was really fun. As far as the drifting goes, I've been going to Walla Walla a lot, to Villains. They've got a specific made drift track. So I go there quite a bit, and it's always a good time.
Any other ones you're looking at going to?
I want to go to Spirit Peaks over in Seattle area next summer. That should be really fun. So
Cool.
yeah.
Let's take a look at this.
Yeah.
So you said it was LS what again?
It's a 5.3 just truck motor with a T56 transmission.
Okay. Those pretty popular swapping the BMWs, or why wasn't a BMW engine used?
So typically this car's a 325, so it would have came with the M50. It's a straight 6, and those motors are great, but they don't have a lot of torque or power. They're good enough to drift, obviously, they get the job done, but with a 5.3 and a T56 makes the job a little bit more fun for sure.
All right. Any turbo or anything coming in?
I've thought about it. It would be cool, but that would be a lot for a 2,500 pound car. So.
All right. And then Logan, you got one more here that's, well, not a BMW.
Yeah. So this is my 66 Impala. My first car, my first project, and it was all influenced by my dad's 65 Impala that my great grandfather bought new. Growing up, my dad would take me to soccer games in the 65 Impala, so I figured there's no better first car than this. So it's a fun car. It's got a 327 small block, which is actually the numbers matching motor out of my dad's 65. It's got a Muncie 4-speed now. Originally was a Power Glide car. And actually I just put a 12 bolt in the car too as well with a posi from Bill Johnson differentials.
Because he broke the 10 bolt twice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then, did you have the louvers done, or have those been in there?
So believe it or not, that hood was found at the swap meet.
Huh.
So you can find just about anything at the swap meet.
Looks like it's the same paint coat almost.
Yeah, so when we first got this hood, it was just primered. So I just went ahead and just put some base on it, just get it to match somewhat.
I bought that for my car and he stole it.
Well, it wouldn't fit on yours. The engine's too tall.
Now, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. And what else have you had done to it since you've gotten it?
So since I've had it, I've got the interior completed for the most part, cleaned up. I've done a couple wheel changes on the car. I've got disc brakes to put on it in the future. A couple motor changes. And I've just been driving it.
Yeah. Looks like a fun ride.
Yeah, it's fun.
Who did the picture on the windshield there?
Steve McCool.
Yeah.
So he's a buddy of ours. Met him through the car show stuff. And he lives over on the coast. And he has a bunch of paintings and online artwork and just a lot of artwork in general. He's a really talented guy and just a super cool friend. So
Awesome. right, Brian. Well, thank you very much for showing me around. And I mean, goodness gracious, you've got so much stuff here that I could spend a few days here looking around a bit. So how about we go find some Buick stuff?
I'm sure I have Buick stuff right there.
Yeah.
58 Buick park lights right there. That's
right.
about as close to Buick as I get.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yep. It's good seeing you. Good having you here. Thank you for thinking of me.
Well, thanks. All right, folks. Thanks for watching How Do You Hot Rod. Make sure you go watch it on POWERTube TV and also on YouTube. Have a good one.
Be there.